thing about John, isn't it? You know, and listen, I'm a fan of John, and whenever I see him, he's always so polite. And I've never had a bad interaction with John Jones once. You know what I mean? Honestly, he's always been so friendly and polite and courteous and gracious with his time. And, you know, I've had really positive interactions. Of course, he's done things that aren't good, and that's to say the least, you know, but we've all made mistakes in life. But the point that I was making is that the problem is that then he balances that out with all the religious talk and you know, the goody two shoes image. The two don't go. So if he just went full Mike Tyson, I was like, you all. This is me. Kiss my ass. This is what I'm doing. I'm the baddest mother on the planet. All right? Deal with it. I mean, there'll be a lot of people that hate him, but oh my God, the popularity in terms of numbers as a fighter would just go through the roof. And that's the weird thing about fight sports, man. If you're controversial, people will tune in to see you to see you fight. And I'm not saying that's right or wrong. And I'm not saying that I condone John Jones for all his mistakes and the things that he's done wrong in his life. I'm just saying there would be a little part of it that would be awesome if he just went full on 1990s Mike Tyson. It's like, you all.
Dude, I'm telling you, there's a path, right? He goes, he knocks out Stipe, takes up residency at the Aria. Next thing you know, he's telling Dana, I'll fight Francis, but it's got to be on the field at the Raiders Stadium outside, you know, 100,000 people in attendance. And I feel like you could get there.
I think what they do differently, I mean, there's nothing special about it, but it's hard work. There's every day is either we're sparring, and then after your 3 rounds of sparring, you're going 5 rounds of grappling. And they're 5 rounds of grappling. Then Khabib's calling me in the cage, and he's putting me on cage work where he's taking me down on the cage. And like, there's no time limit when you're in the cage with him. It's like, I'm like, no, the bell just rang, and he's just going until I either get up or like I drown. And for me, I was like, I'm not gonna break with him on top of me. I'm not gonna do this. Like, I don't want to look bad. But I just went 3 rounds of hard sparring, then 5 rounds of rolling, and then Khabib's just coaching, and then now he's ready to put his freaking shorts on. He's like, all right, let's get in the cage. Now it's me and you. And I'm like, bro, I just did this, and this. What are you talking about? And then Islam's looking at me like, yes, he doesn't know tired. He doesn't train no more. He doesn't know what tired is. And I'm like, bro, like, what do I do? He's like, go in the cage, brother. Go in the cage. And I was like, all right. And then literally, Lou posted a video, and it was like Khabib mounting me. And Lou was just like, man, it's like watching your baby drowning, and I can't go in there because I don't know how to swim. And I was like, bro, please, like, help me. But mentally, it just helped me because it was like, there's breaking points. And if you get past those breaking points, you know that there's nobody in the cage that's going to put you in those positions that you were just in with these guys. And also, like, technically with these guys, like Islam, for every count, like I have very good takedown defense, and just to see what his counters to my counters were, it's like, dang, I didn't even know that was possible. Because Islam's like a computer where he sees, oh, you think that's gonna work on me? Nah, and then he'll just adjust it to something else. So then that made me go, oh, dang, that's possible. And I'm like, it's crazy to see like the moves awesome that they have.
What's it like? Can you explain what it's like to roll with Khabib and Islam? Like, what level are they at? Have you experienced anything like that? What are they doing that's special? Is it their heaviness? Are they just constantly moving? Like, what's it like? What is it?
Well, for the one thing I learned from all of them is like, there's not a flow roll. There's not a, sometimes when you go with when you go with somebody new and you're like, oh, let me go with this person, let's shake hands, and I'll play guard a little bit, and flow roll a little bit. There's none of that there. Like, if you go with one of them, they're holding you down. They're not playing off their back at all. It's to get up. Like, it's MMA jiu-jitsu. Like, you get off the ground. If you're on your back, you're losing. And I'm trying to play guard and everything. And I'm like, dang, 5 minutes is up and I didn't do nothing. And then they're looking at me like, bro, you just lost that round. You just lost. What are you doing? Get up. And at the end of every practice, Khabib's calling you out. Like, we're all sitting down and he's calling you out. Like, yo, you did this wrong. In a sparring match, it'll be like two guys like, yo, you got better striking than him. He got better striking than you. Why are you striking with him, moron? Take him down. The goal is to win. I don't care if it's sparring or I don't care if it's fight. The goal is to win. So going with those guys, and I'm getting yelled at the first 4 or 5 days because I'm trying to play guard. He's like, look at you. You just lost every single round these first 4 or 5 days because you're trying to play guard. It's not jiu-jitsu, brother. This is getting up. This is MMA. Get to your feet or get on top. So just that mindset change. And then also the difference between them two is like Khabib wants to drown you and he wants you to like mentally break. Islam like has a heart a little bit. Like he'll tap you out. He'll be like, all right, you know what? Your arm's there dangling. Let me get you in a Kimura. Like Khabib, he sees your arm dangling. Nah, I'm gonna mount you right now. I want you to mentally break. So that's the difference between them two. It's crazy.
Guys, the most awkward shit just happened to me, right? I'm leaving the PI. This guy walks up to me. He goes, hello, Sean. My name is Jim West. And I'm thinking, oh man, me and this dude are about to scrap in front of the PI. And I start getting excited. But then he's really fucking cool to me. And I'm like, oh, well, now this is awkward because I thought we're going to fucking fight. Anyways, so he comes up to me. He's like, well, Sean, you know, I heard what you said. And I was a former detective. Like that means fuck all anything, you shady bastard. I was a former detective. And I did not know Ask the Lad until she was 18. And I'm like, yeah, I know, dude. I'm not going to get into this. But like, it's fucking questionable. And I'm still going to fucking talk shit because it needs to happen. And then when I'm like, I have a good one, I walk away. Anyways, but now since I was reminded of the situation, Jim West, she was training at your gym at 14 or 15 years old, right? We can say this is true. And at some point, she turned 18, and this girl you had no idea existed, she turned 18, and you're like, you know what? Now I'm going to put my in her and make her my girlfriend. Now, that sounds like grooming to me, but again, you also had no idea who she was, and she just put out real fast. So, I mean, sounds like grooming, but who knows?
Yes, guys, what's happening? I got poked in the eye yesterday in wrestling. It was an accident, but I went home, got my drops, and I wanted to see how it would be today for sparring. So a few people were saying don't spar, but I got my sparring done. 6'5" we did. A lot of good guys were in. I'm gonna post a photo. But yeah, there's no excuses. Even though it's done to spar with a monkey eye. Let's go.